What do you have in store for me, girl? Is it like one of those nights where we don't get no sleep? No. What's good, bedtime bandits? It's your girl Britt, and I'm coming with that late night tea. So make sure you pour it up for me. Be a congratulator and not a hater. Don't be stingy with them likes. This is a live commentary with Bedtime Reacts and the Bandits. So make sure you smash that like button right below the video. Get comfortable. Turn up the chat. Drop those moons just to let me know you in here. You better get ready, get ready. Oh, what a time. Oh, what a time the Busy Bunch has been having this week. Welcome in, y'all. I'm not going to do too much chatting, so everybody get up in here. Just show your love on the way in. Hand heart, hand heart, hand heart. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm late. I know I came on a little late. I had a busting headache when I got off of work today. Had to lay down for a little 1, 2, a little long blink. You know what I'm saying? Della, Queenie. Welcome in, ladies. Oh, Lord, I be trying to give everybody a heads up that I can when I go live, but obviously it'd be impromptu. But I actually gave y'all a lot of heads up today. So, you know what? It's not even my fault today. Like, I ain't even do nothing wrong today. Ruth Gal, Ladybug, come in. Yo. I know we got a lot to talk about, so we're going to try to keep it organized. We're going to try to stay on one thing at a time, y'all. Hey, thank you for turning me up in the chat. Welcome in, Ladybug, Queenie, Della. Just make sure you're dropping moves in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button right below the video, just like you would on a posted video. If it's horizontal for you, welcome in, and thank you so much for joining the live. Woo! Well, one, like if you was on my live stream before, then you already know that Tommy told Mr. Honey Made Supreme to touch down with him when he came to ATL. So we already knew there was going to be some type of link up happening, apparently. Now, it doesn't look like Mr. Honey Made ATL. I mean, I say ATL. Mr. Honey Made Chicago made it to ATL. It looks like he just ended up linking up with Chef D, I'm guessing, in Chicago, which can make sense because, it's just this prominent of a city. And y'all already know my Bedtime Bandits was on, and I was like, is he an ATL or no? And yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that, rude guy. That's what I'm talking about. T Baby Sanders in the building. Robin. So, y'all welcome because I had to do a little bit of peeping. Like, is that Chef D? Is that Chef D that he done linked up with? And before I even get into this, I honestly have to give big ups to Tommy because we all know that Tommy had his interview with Mr. Honey May, and there's no reward without risk. And Tommy does take those risks. Now we all know we have our own different opinions about everybody in the Bussy Bunch, but as far as content, I do feel like Tommy goes out of his way to give his people a good show, even too far sometimes, which some supporters can see as a good things. On the other end, the lengths he goes through to be able to do it. And the people that get hurt in the process is a whole different story. But I gotta give the man his kudos for even trying to do something different. Okay, for one. Now let's give a big shout out to Shamar. Okay, Shamar got his new apartment. Okay, clock it. He in there living large, and we're gonna get into the house tour. I did do a house tour in my last video, but he dropped a better, like somewhat of a better one, I would say, recently. So we're probably gonna get into that tea as well. Now Shamar is being a little messy. He got dudes over there cat fighting, scratching, and climbing up trees. But that, I don't want to say that bussy because it sounded a little bad. But boy, Shamar got him. Shamar got him working at it. He done woke it up. And let me find out you woken it up being messy, Shamar. Got caught cheating on your Chicago man, Mr. Honey Supreme, with Larry. And then Tommy, so it seems like Tommy confirmed that Shamar was with Larry after Larry had already called him. So he already knew the pot was stirred when it happened. Speaking of Larry, y'all, I know y'all heard what happened to Larry. If you watch if you're a real bedtime bandit, then you really know all of this tea. You really don't have to catch up on nothing because we don't just be watching, we be analyzing. Because we already knew, we could all see, obviously, that Shamar was a little bothered by Larry. Some people say that Shamar was using Larry to move, and he knew that he wasn't going to want anything long term with Larry from the beginning. I'm gonna be completely honest. In mine is that I really think that Sh- Shamar didn't dump Larry. The internet dumped Larry, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not, you know, giving no excuses for anyone, but the internet is a treacherous place. And when y'all push something and y'all push and y'all push and y'all push, and a person cannot get away from the statement, basically, it really starts to settle in. Now, we're not going to say that it's a bad thing, because we all know that Shamar is at a sensitive point in his life where somebody who may or may not have some type of substance abuse can be detrimental to one's career. Now, we don't know if the internet end up getting through to him. Maybe Alex Honcho, his new manager, I love this shot. Got through to him. You know what I'm saying? So who do y'all think got through to him? With Larry, do y'all think Alex Honcho stepped in? Now hold on, I gotta shut up my bedtime bandits, y'all. I do got my super chat go and got my CA pin. Y'all know your girl do not get paid for these lives. I just come up here to speak to my bedtime bandits and give some commentary, and then we might throw in a video every now and then if y'all turning them likes up and y'all like deleted content or whatnot. What's uppers gang? I love that, Shawandra. Your name and you saying what's uppers game so go together. Of course, I try to respond as much as I can to all of my bedtime bandits. I mean, like I said, I may not get too personal with my personal life, but if you want to talk bussy bunch, I am all in. Or any other content that comes across the internet, or give me your opinion, I'm all down. I just don't want anybody to think that giving me their opinion means that that it makes it mine. But I appreciate everybody, first of all, who be in my DMs, blowing your girl up, holding your girl accountable. One T baby said to stay on that SSA, okay? And shout out to everybody who also sends me tea in the chat and in the DM. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all really help your girl out, especially when I be getting off of work so I can get caught up. It's not bad, but it's not good. Exactly. That's how I feel about Larry. It's not good, but it's not bad. Spent my day off catching up on all the Long Island iced tea you was spilling. Okay. Okay, you had to suck it all in, had to sponge it all in. Yes, like the video, y'all. Smash the like button right below the video, y'all. Please and thank you. Because, okay, so we got the congratulations out the way for Tommy for doing his big one on the interview. We got Shamar getting his apartment doing his big one, but he being messy, cold and drama now, playing with these dudes' emotions, feelings, and hearts. And y'all already know, if you're a real bedtime bandit, then we low-key been feeling Mr. Honey Supreme. I've been seeing really good comments about Mr. Honey Supreme, and I think it was just really refreshing to see something different, some original read, somebody who's actually out there doing some content. And y'all already know I've said it multiple times in my video. Boy, we done seen the boy outside footwork, and we done seen him on the pole. Shoot, yesterday we seen him on the flow. Like, the dude is just doing just about everything. He been in the game for 1.5 piece a week, and he already linking up with Chef D from Bad Boys on Zeus. So he doing his thing. Now, I'm not going to get into my necessarily feelings about the interview until we get into the interview, because I don't want to jump ahead. You said sensitive. You so sweet. And who else was there? Oh, and speaking of, let's get into this. Brandon was talking better today. He didn't sound crazy. Learned a little bit more about him. Was it the Instagram live, or was he on his own Instagram? I didn't really. I got some tea to give y'all. Oh my God, smash the like button right below the video. I'm trying to keep it all in, y'all, so we get them likes up to at least 50 likes. Like, come on now. But yeah, let's start here. This is where we're gonna start at. Hold on, y'all. 1 second, the screen is gonna go black. Make sure you smash those like buttons. I'm just trying to stay organized, y'all. I want to give y'all the tea, but I'm all over the place because there's so much going on. And shout out to the Pussy Bunch as a whole, because they keep it hot in general. But let's do this. 1 second. I know the screen is black. Just work with me. Give it to me, baby. Hold on. Yeah, I remember Goose Troop. I'm probably showing my age with that. 1 second. So clearly, we let's start off and say free Alvo. Let's just start here because we're gonna work our way up to the things. Let's say free Albo, and clearly Albo is in there peeking and seeking and watching. What I'm saying, he got them little eyeballs going, which I completely understand. You want to know that people are thinking about you and stuff like that because Tommy posted Albo's Georgia Gazette. Dang, I don't know why I can't figure out mugshot. And then obviously I went to go find the original on the Georgia Gazette because it was kind of blurry on his phone. And then just earlier today, or I guess I would say in the middle of the night last night, Albo posted. Now look at this, y'all. If you didn't see Albo's post, it says, "Hey Bookie Butts, this YouTube is ran by management. New YouTube video uploading. Love y'all." So clearly, Albo was watching because it's ironic how this was just posted by myself and Tommy as well yesterday, and then today he drops this. So let's say congratulations to Albo for everything that he's going through and the fact that he apparently got new management. This is why I rock with you because you're an adult capable of having different opinions and it's not shunned. Oh, thank you for noticing. Now that part I really appreciate. Instead of trying to push me into your way of thinking, I appreciate you allowing me to have my individuality as well as you all. I couldn't find your Instagram. Heard on that, Shawanda. Is it not okay? I'm talking about. Is it not linked in my description as though if that was the case, you would be able to find it. Britley. But let me make sure I catch up on all your comments. My bad. I watched the interview today. Dang, you watched the whole thing. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Coffee went down wrong. Wrong. So, like I said, that's why I gave and me and my girl, boy, we was watching that interview time. Man, you got every bit of watch I was up off of us. But anyway, so Bookie B is clearly posting. He is now ran by new management, and I'm guessing they will be posting his profile. So what he did was make a video that he pre-recorded beforehand to send out to his supporters. More of just like I miss y'all thing. I know y'all missing me, and I'm kind of get this off of my chest. Kind of some of the same things he said before he went in. It is good to see him try to post some content because YouTube will drop that SSA in the algorithm like a hot bag of poop. Okay, so I'm so glad that he actually has somebody running his page and he's actually thinking about his content. You know what I'm saying? Even though we did have to wake it up a little bit, so hopefully he's actually working on his mental mind state, his positivity, and isn't too caught up in the tea of what's going on right now, and actually gives himself some replenishment time. But what y'all here for the interview? Oh, y'all is in here. T Baby Sanders is in here. Get the likes up and please help support the channel with CAs and Super Chat. Yes, that Super Chat goal is up. I do not get paid for this, and I promise I got the deleted live from yesterday, and we is gonna get into Tommy's interview because he woke it up. Okay, so now Shamar and Larry. Done deal. Out of there. No more. Y'all wouldn't believe what happened. Y'all ready for the tea? Is y'all ready for the tea? Then work with me. Okay. Now I don't want to play too much of the video because honestly, you can kind of get the information all in one scoop. Shoot at it. But I'm going to see if I can get y'all the important parts. But basically, Lashun had Larry on live, and Larry was basically up there, I want to say, explaining what happened to Shamar. He was low-key trying to read Shamar. And yeah, it was a little weird. Now, the live is a little bit long, so I'm going to play the audio on it for y'all. I'm going to break it down, bust it down, and put it in the next posted video, but we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of it right here so we can hear what's going on with Larry and Shamar, and we're going to work our way up to the interview because Tommy is the climax tonight. For real, my ex-husband is putting that alimony in. They is paying. Make sure you smash that like button. Please drop a Super Chat or a CA. Get the likes to 50 likes. If you're not hitting if you're not dropping the Super Chat, that's fine. If you're not send in the CA, but just make sure you engage, drop moons. If you know from the bushes and you ain't allowed to comment, just make sure you smash the like button right below the video. And I also do a poll, and that's another way that you can engage with the video without necessarily coming out of the bushes. So
you become one flesh. The Bible tell you that. That's why. Contact somebody. Tell Larry to DM him. I'll send him some money, cash out, help him out with a room or whatever he need, or whatever you want to do. Don't be on the streets. Nah, baby. And Shamar, please stop abusing your boy.
In GTA.
That's what I'm about to do. Oh, I gotta set up a account with Go. How do you donate to GoFundMe? I never did. When he make the link,
just go on there and just click on there and pay. I'm finna set up Larry GoFundMe.
Yeah, why? Is he the GoFundMe king? He was just talking about starting Shamar a GoFundMe 2 weeks ago that never got started, and now he want to start a GoFundMe for Larry. So this is Lashun, and he's on the he's on live with some other people, and obviously discussing Shamar. Why he always in something, girl, me love. Yeah, when she got turning up that chat now, bedtime bandits.
Okay.
We finna help Larry get him an apartment.
Okay, I'll donate to it. Send me the link. And y'all help this man out. He's been used and abused. And Shamar, that's not cool, man. And I like you and I support you, just like Lashun. But don't do him like that. And his manager, who is it, ma'am or sir? I don't know who you are. That man didn't deserve that. I didn't see him do nothing to Shamar. I didn't see him hit Shamar.
Shamar is wrong. Shamar is wrong for several times. Okay, because his teeth got knocked out, y'all don't want the boy around. Let's be for real. You help him.
They going from Honey Maid to Larry right now. But hold on, y'all. Here come Larry.
Around. Let's be for real. You help him.
Right. But I don't know. That's the only thing I can think why he did that. Hating on Larry like that. Hey, Larry, welcome back. It looks good, the Wi-Fi. Pin your Cash App or your Apple, whatever. Oh, pin make the GoFundMe and make sure you put it on your timeline.
I don't like the Bible.
His Wi-Fi glitching, y'all, so y'all gotta listen closely. Be patient with your girls with technical difficulties. Please smash like button right below the video, drop moves in the chat, and turn up the chat for your girls.
Larry, phone breaking up.
Larry, where are you?
Oh, Atlanta, until the end.
Wait, hold on, let him come back, y'all.
Lashun, don't I only... Okay, I married into a bank.
Hold on, y'all. Because Larry comes on and confirms. Hold on. It's a long live, y'all. Work with me. Ah.
What, y'all hate women or something? And the roaches trans. See, look at here. Look at here. I'm black and bougie. I got real attorneys. I live in and they get people to follow me based off of the folks.
The one up.
Oh, here you go, y'all. Sorry. Hey. I'm focused, y'all. My little fingers dragging slowly but surely trying to get to the right part of the video.
He need to go find me. What the hell? Catch me slow. I was just about to.
Hey. Okay, it's sorry. I appreciate you, girl, because I'm over here struggling with these technical difficulties. It's a 30-minute live, but I'm trying to get into the tea, the meat, and the potatoes. Thank you so much. Thank you for turning up. that super chat for your girl, and so single-handedly supporting the lives. I do not get paid for lives, so I appreciate you. Dang, Larry, where you at?
I'm back up here. And they starting to figure out, and they hit me.
Oh, y'all trying to get the tea tonight?
I forgot what it's called.
It'd be for real.
Yeah, trying to get the tea tonight.
$50 a day.
God dang it, y'all! I'm so mad.
I've never been in there.
Don't go in there. To fix it.
Larry said this shit mine. The fuck. Larry said, "Hold up, wait a minute. You see what's around my neck, don't you?" Oh, this don't look familiar.
Larry said he finna expose him. He know where Shamar apartment number is at.
Yeah, Larry know the whole goddamn. Larry got the real drop.
Yeah. So we need to pay attention to him over the next day.
Oh, the real drop. So I'm guessing whatever address that Lashun had pinned at the top of his video the other day wasn't the address, and he was just trying to put something out there. Because what do you mean the real drop if y'all already supposedly leaked Shamar's address in my last video? Now Shamar doesn't seem concerned at all. He says that nobody has his address, and basically that's why he had to do the right thing for his career by cutting Larry off. Now I'm trying to get to the point because they did do a good job of explaining basically what went on with Larry and Shamar, and at first I thought it was just he or she say, but when Larry actually got on the live with them and started reading Shamar, I was like, whoa. But I am gonna have to bust it down and break it down, but I do want y'all to hear that part because I know y'all heard about the big shebang that happened.
Lashun, make sure you have him up. I think you should interview him on the YouTube channel. Hey, you know how many views he'll get? A lot.
Period.
If you can contact somebody, tell Larry to DM him. I'll send him some money, cash out, help him out with a room or whatever he need, or whatever he want to like you and support you, just like Lashun. The reason I'm thinking she said that is because of public relations, like PR, like
for real, like you help him,
That man didn't deserve that. He was.
So basically, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't find it. I don't want to continue to waste y'all time. They saying that Larry stole Shamar chain, y'all. Larry stole Shamar chain. It looks like he confirmed because he hopped on live with Shamar. They were trying to convince him to either have an interview with them, but his video kept going in and out and glitching. There were some other people offering to help him out in some other different ways, but they were saying, we don't want you to get charges pressed on you for stealing Shamar's chain. And he didn't say I didn't steal a chain. So it looks like he stole a chain, allegedly. Woo-wee, and that is tea for me. So Larry and Shamar broke up. And dang, I wish I could play it on the part because y'all know I don't do no hair shade. We don't do little birdies over here, okay? We only do receipts over here on Bedtime Bandits, but the video is 30 minutes long and we got a lot to work on. They're so creepy. Wanting someone address bad, I would go press charges. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, they can kiki, ha ha, he he, all they want on this internet, but the things that they do to play with people's livelihood, it would have been well beyond the internet for me a long time ago. Like I am flabbergasted at some of the stuff they allow. And again, like I said, the slow that they claim Shamar is, they should be happy that that is there because anybody else would have shut this all down. And he really could have, just like we see many people say cease and desist letters, just like we've seen people go to the police. Shamar goes to the police, and when he goes to the police, he goes to the police about the wrong things. And he has also done his share of things. So I think he doesn't want it to revert on him when it comes back to like calling the cops and stuff. But as far as that leaking address stuff, trying to play with somebody's livelihood, get them kicked out, adult protective services, Social Security, I don't understand why they can't just stay on the internet. But we do understand why they can't just stay on the internet, because it's a personal vendetta that they have for one another. It's not just blogging. It's not just I'm a gossiper. We all know, unfortunately, that that's not true, because if you were just a gossiper, your channel would not be just primarily based on one person in a negative light. Mine, I can say, is definitely just based on the Bussy Bunch, Tommy, Shamar, and Avo. I throw in somebody here and there every now and then, but most of my supporters, they're supporters of theirs. So that's kind of how my algorithm works until I just decide to switch it up. I thought someone said Larry had a place too. Well, Larry was in there playing the video game with headphones on and the neon blue lights and chilling, maxing, and relaxing while he was reading Shamar down. So I don't know if he trying to reach Shamar down. I don't know if he was actually in his own house, but he looked somewhere comfortable. He looked comfortable. I don't know if that's the house you're talking about that Tommy said that he was with his boo and he only came to Shamar in the first place because his boo won't act him right. That's what Tommy alleges. But like I said, it's well beyond the internet. It is a personal vendetta, and we all speaking about the pussy much. But if it's always it's like I gotta find a negative. See, I gotta find what's wrong. If you're gonna report on somebody, you report their entire life. But it's hard for Tommy to say positive things about Shamar, even when he does, because he has been hurt by Shamar so many times before, and that's where the jaded come in. You can't be a blogger if you're jaded or a gossiper. At that point, you're just I don't like Shamar Page, which is perfectly fine. But the fact that they can't admit it is crazy. BedTime Bandits can't admit that we are a Bussy Bunch page. We post about Tommy and Shamar more than anybody. Primarily are their supporters, our supporters. Why does that hurt their heart to be able to say it? I have absolutely no idea. But you have to have high self-esteem, high confidence to be able to lower your ego and be humble, basically, which we all know high self-esteem is not something that's bursting out of the Bussy Bunch doors. I thought but my BedTime Bandits do. So if you're congratulated, not a hater, and you got high self-esteem and you don't mind passing on positivity, which I do to everybody in the Bussy Bunch and like every single last one of their videos. So if you can't show it back when I support somebody that you want to do great, it just shows something about you. He stole my chain. Yep, he stole my chain, y'all. And allegedly, like I said, I thought it was all here. She's saying they was just up there just talking about Shamar as always, because Lashun literally, at least Tommy has a personality. Tommy does bring on other characters. He does try and do interviews and switch up his content. I try to watch Lashun all the time, and before Lashun and Shamar fell out, I didn't really go back in the day and watch all the old videos that y'all were saying Lashun made about Shamar. So I honestly had a clean slate with Lashun, and I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, thinking that Shamar was just a little wilder when he hung out with Lashun, and Tommy and Albo were basically just hating on anybody that's in Shamar's life, anybody who comes around Shamar, boyfriend, manager, friend, business partner, they're going to speak on them and have something to say about them. So I thought they was just, trolling the troll because they're going to talk about Shamar regardless, because they got to get paid. And when Lashun flipped the switch and how deep he went into it, I'm not gonna lie, it took me back, it flabbergasted me, and it showed the internet that he was exactly who they always said he was. And I think half of that is the internet being on people SSA and they just crash out, and half of it is all of these people have been friends for years for a reason. So really, we can't say anybody is any more morally right or in any specific position than the other, because they all would not continue to do this if they wasn't getting some type of drive, some type of energy, some type of toxicity off of it. But I do believe, knowing that, and y'all know I don't like speaking on mental capacity, so it's hard for me to say a lot of things, but I do believe knowing that Shamar is an easy target is why he is always targeted. And we all know if Tommy, and we already know because Albo, how ballistic he went when his address was apparently trying to get leaked or not leaked. If this would have happened to them, they would be up here in literal tears. We have heard people like Messy Doll and Tommy say that Shamar have tried to do things like unalive his dog in GTA, playing around, kidding around. But when somebody said that Tommy was doing something to his dogs, he was having a breakdown, crying in tears. And I felt so bad for him. And then, because it happened beforehand. And then when this happened with Shamar, I was flabbergasted. It's no problem whatsoever clocking folks' tea, but you can't pass judgment on something that you do. You cannot seek empathy for the same pain that you cause to other people. If you don't want it to do it to you, you shouldn't do it to other people. It's a simple concept. Doing to others as you would have them doing to you. I saw somebody the other day say, I'm going to make a Tommy page and speak on Tommy every single day. I'm only going to say negative things about Tommy. And I wanted to be like, girl, that's mean. Like, why would you do that? Like, he has positive things going on. Like, you shouldn't just always focus in on the negative. I already knew their excuse was, well, he does it to Shamar. He make videos about Shamar every single day, but as soon as other people make videos about him, and I wouldn't even say it's necessarily Tommy, but again, the supporters act as though the shoe doesn't fall on both feet. So I definitely agree. Leaking the address is crazy, but yep, Larry apparently got the chain, y'all. And he was on live, and he was basically, yeah, his chain, y'all. Do your chain hang low? Doing wobble to the floor? Do the shine in the light? Is it platinum? Is it gold? Could you throw it over your shoulder? If it how they make it cold? Do your chain hang low? Hey, is it your chain? Walk to the floor. This is all. Okay, I got too caught up. I got too caught up in the changy. Okay, I got too caught up in the changy. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. I make sure I shout everybody out who dropped me a super chat. Make sure you send your CA on the back end. You know, if you want to be tax free and whatnot. Alive and more, my baby. We're gonna catch up with the bedtime bandits before I get back in the tea. We're gonna catch up with y'all comments on everything I just said. I thought it was a cheap chain Shamar was wearing. Yeah, I mean, it don't matter if it was a pair of shoes. I don't know the price of the chain because I think when people say cheap, it depends on what's cheap to you. Do I think Shamar paid a couple hundred for the chain at least? Yes, because if y'all don't remember, as per usual, Tommy exposed Shamar's chain maker. Shamar did end up shouting her out, so obviously all of us and our mamas all went over there to her page, and she did have other merchandise, so it looks like something that she does all the time. So it looks like, it could have been like a couple $100s or something. But shoot, I still want my stuff a couple $100, especially for somebody that I was just trying to help out. Because even though I do think that Shamar, I don't want to say used him because I don't think that was his intent in the beginning. But by the end of it, realizing that Larry wasn't good for him, he had already used him by then, if that makes any sense. Because if y'all remember about a week ago, I had already put in my video, is Shamar's ex Larry moving in? And that's because Larry was having some problems go on with some people at his home. Remember, y'all, Shamar homies had got locked up when they came down, acing them. And Shamar was in the grocery store saying that he heard something happen to Larry, and basically saying that Larry can come move with me if he wants to. And that was a month before Shamar even was about to move out of his place because he heard that something had happened to Larry. So yes, this time Larry came over there, and it ended up being in the time that Shamar was moving. But Shamar had already said a month ago that if Larry was having issues, that he could come stay with him. And we all was like, oh, hell to the no, no. And that's just because most people who claim to want the best for everybody in the Bussy Bunch knows how hard it is to deal with somebody who's apparently under substance abuse. But yeah, and Larry said, I wish y'all could hear Larry's voice instead of me saying it, y'all, because it's so much fun, so much funnier. But it's a 30-minute live, and we got to move on down. I thought that was cheap thing. What he gonna do with that fake chain, Gabrielle? I love seeing a little pretty thumbnail. Agreed. Let me not skip over I mean, that's putting someone's life in danger, and all he has to do is take the video. Is jealousy and envy is sickening. I don't know what you mean by take the video, but I do agree. Y'all know I don't call names up here. I don't speak on mental capacity. I do not speak on physical appearance about how somebody looks. In my 100% true opinion, anybody leaking anybody's address is just as bad as the person they think they are. If you think, oh, I'm leaking their address because I want to get them put out because they're an evil person, they just may be an evil person. But guess what? You are too. 100%. Nobody with no heart, no soul, and no empathy level who have not been personally even wronged by a person is going to go and try to get them kicked out of their home, especially when there's somebody on the internet antagonizing him every single day. Okay, now the things he says and the things he responds back with, that's a whole different situation, and Shamar gonna have to speak to his maker on that end. But as far as thinking you're going to play God when nobody in the Bussy Bunch is perfect, because if you feel like you want to do that to Shamar, then you should be doing that to everybody in the Bussy Bunch, because they all have done the same things to each other, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if you're going to leak somebody's address, leak all their addresses. Now, we don't do any doxing over here, but that's what I'm just saying. I don't know why people think it's okay to be so one-sided. And I think a lot of people think that, the supporters and stuff come to Shamar's defense because he's slightly famous or whatever the case may be, or because they quote unquote this, or because he has a disability. Like I said, I don't speak on mental capacity, but I really don't think it's that at all. It's more so just that he does try to ignore it. weeks, days at a time. We see it, and they will dig. Tommy is up front and forward about his approach. He has made it very clear multiple times. Just like now, Kay is trying to link with Shamar and Broski. Tommy has made it clear multiple times. It doesn't matter what Shamar says about him. He's going to speak about Shamar to the day he dies. Every time in GTA, every time Shamar comes back and responds to him, all he does is give Tommy more ammo to add to his list. But was his list ever going to be shorted to begin with? No. It was always going to be long. Now he just has, it's like when you watch the movie and you have filler, which is not really, the part of the movie that you want to see, but, it's kind of needed, like the backstory. And then you got the climax. So it's like he'll just have the little backstory stuff, but the climax is when Shamar jumps online. And I know a lot of people, say that, like, everybody wants to act as though Tommy's success is built off of Shamar when, Tommy had his own things going on before Shamar arrived. And I don't really want super fans to answer me this, but do y'all think that y'all would know Tommy and or Avo's name if Shamar never made a song, if he never went viral? If he never went viral, if he never made a song, would we know the other folks? And the thing is, that's why they get so offended about giving people their flowers. You shouldn't do that, man. You have to be humble. Because once you do that, the positive side of it, that's where I see it coming from. Hey, man, I did this for this dude. I let him stay with me. I feed him. I clothe him. I didn't treat him like ish while he stayed with me and I clothed him. I didn't use him for content while I stayed with him. I clothed him. The dude did me dirty. And I'm not going to lower myself to his level. I am going to come on the internet and tell y'all about his business every single day because I'm a blogger and I'm a gossiper and that's what I do. But it's not going to be from a personal place in my heart where I literally want to ruin his life from not taking me to the top. And Tommy has already said that. He is upset with Shamar because Shamar didn't take him to the top. He says all this on video. This is not stuff that I'm making up. So it's not like we're choosing sides. This is facts that he specifically said. So if you're technically right now, like Kayla Gibbs said, not my word, Shamar is technically right now paying a lot of folks' bills, or at least helping contribute to them. Definitely couldn't pay all my bills with this YouTube money or even with my other channels. But with adding it on with a salary, oh baby, let me find out the struggle really ain't real. Let me find out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to rob Peter to pay Paul. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out. So I appreciate them and everything. But that's why people are like, thank you for keeping Avo's name alive. Thank you for posting Avo. Y'all all know Avo go back and forth with me here a little sometime, me bedtime bandit. But at the end of the day, I do make revenue off of their names at the end of the day. So anything I could do to push them in a positive direction or have positivity come to any last one of them, I will. If I don't want to put nothing weird on nobody, but if Tommy got locked up, Shamar got locked up, shoot, any of y'all got locked up and let me know that y'all want, to put y'all story out there and, allow people to send you positive affirmations, I would do it for every last one of you. So I don't think if we all going to be in this thing together, if y'all go look on YouTube and look at your analytics and see how many people watch other people, we all watch each other. Nobody else. We all watch each other. Tommy, BedTime Bandit, this blogger, Albo, Shamar. There's really nobody else in our little, our little Bussy Bunch circle. That's why I think they should keep it to reads. But the personal hits is just crazy to me. And I think it's going to turn out way worse. I haven't seen nothing like this since, not the Bussy Bunch robbery, but since Albo called Adult Protective Services on Shamar and tried to get them people to come take Shamar to the home. Y'all been showing love to the channel with CA, Super Chats, and memberships tonight. We can get paid for that. We don't get paid for lives. Anything is always appreciated. For sure, McKinley, welcome in, boo. So I'm over here running my soup coolers. You so nice. Needs to be a life coach of the bunch. That's so funny. At work, people tell me that I should be a life coach all the time. But that definitely not nice. I don't consider myself nice. My niceness is a choice. It's not like really natural because I can get there. I just one of them people like what do you call it? Like each one touch my alcohol. Oh, that sounded weird. But like, I just feel like when somebody pays for something in a drive-through for you, like, hey, pay for the car behind me, and say, like continue it on. I just feel like the kinder you are to people, they have no choice but to kind of become contagious. And if it doesn't, when you do crash out, but there's probably going to be a crash out moment, you did everything in your hope, what I'm saying, to keep things copacetic, keep things positive. But so yeah, just like you touch on, the kinder you are, the more the spread, in my opinion. We with who we got in the White House and everything, we need all the kindness we can get. That part, like, why make someone homeless based on perception? Exactly, it just don't make no sense to me. Because if that's the case, like I said, make everybody homeless. That don't even make no sense. Oh, I don't like him, so I'm sure some people don't like you. Do you want them calling your leasing office and trying to make you homeless? What are you talking about right now? And again, I don't like speaking on mental capacity, so I hope some of those comments come from people who are, like I said, probably they think Shamar is slow, but they're probably in that same category if they think that is a okay to do because of that. Like, to get somebody kicked out of their house. Come on now, we got to get to 50 likes, y'all. That's why I'm speaking to my bedtime band saying really got to the tea. That part, like, why make someone homeless? Okay. None of us watching actually know any of the, but at all. Not worth a can of paint. Don't get me wrong. I do think we don't know their background life, but we definitely know their personalities. I could snap my finger and say, I'm about to cry. We already know they're very predictable. We already know their actions. I already said 3 days ago when Mr. Honey Maid Supreme was on the phone with Kayla Gibbs. We gotta get to Kayla Gibbs. When Honey Supreme was on the phone with Kayla Gibbs, and he said that he was going to beat Tommy SSA soon as he said it out of his mouth. I knew him and Tommy was going to be on live together making up, because there's no way Tommy was going to have the possibility of that swole man coming down the ATL, being on Shamar's side, and he having to explain again like he do every day with Lashun why he's only willing to fight Shamar and nobody else. So he had to go make up. Now, that ain't the point, but the point was the fact that we seen it coming. Stuff like that shouldn't be as predictable, And then he hopped on live, so they did. Hats off to them, because they did keep their word and they got their interview popping. So hats off to Tommy again. But I'm just saying, so we do slightly know them. I don't think we know everything about their lives as much as people think they know, because the camera is only on for one moment in time. But as far as personality wise, I think we just about got that there. That's just taking it too far, messing with people's lives. Girl, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't know really any other way to say it besides the fact that I would literally like try to I would try and take somebody out, bro. I would try to take somebody out. I don't know, because that's basically what you're doing to me. If you want me to be homeless where I could possibly get craped or beat on or have my life go downhill, if you okay with that happening to me, then the things that I'm okay with happening to you, all right, I'm going to go do myself just to make sure they happen. Like, I don't know why people think that's okay, and I'm never going to stand behind it. I don't care what Shamar did. It is not our judgment. Let the courts handle it. Let the police handle it. Let God handle it. Because if everybody just passing out judgment, then we might as well start doling it out to them all. And Lashun, I tried to have the best thoughts for him, and he just come on and talk about Shamar every single day. He has no content whatsoever of his own. At least Tommy has a personality and he's funny. I agree. It's the principle. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be long before the crackheaded ways came into play. I feel for him, but he gives the unappreciated treatment to anyone that helps him too. Who, Shamar? No, Shamar definitely does have a mentality of you do for me and you should just do for me because you're my friend and you're. But I also feel like he doesn't want to help his friends get to the top because he feels like everybody is couch chasers. But what you mean is everybody is life chasers, is what you mean. Because I completely understand the people who come into your life, like, Mr. Honey Supreme, the Averys, the Albo, who just come into your life for clout. But the people who started with you from the beginning, like the Tommy, the Gossips, I don't think you owe him, but do I think you should have tried to take him to the top with you? Yes. But do I think Shamar tried? Yes. They have made songs together. They have made content together. The difference is when Albo and Shamar broke up, Albo had his own outlet and different type of content. Shamar and Tommy really don't have any categories together when it comes to music. So he can only take him so far besides exposure. But do I think that Shamar takes from people, and then when people want to take from him, it's all of a sudden a clout chase? Yes. Because I don't know, if I was famous, I would want my girl to have clout so that they can go up. But I also would want to get them know them first and make sure that it wasn't just about the clout chase. He calls everybody a clout chaser who basically just fall out with him. Imagine you clout chaser. Like, no, everybody is a life chaser. Everybody wants to be successful. But again, I have already said this in my video, even though we got to talk about the interview, so it might be different. Do I think in normal life, Chicago city streets on the bus, if Shamar would have, and I might put this on a poll, if Shamar would have met Mr. Honey Made Supreme, and he was not famous yet, I don't care what nobody say, I still think Mr. Honey Supreme would have messed with him. Now, he may not have put him on the front end and been up here, oh, that's my man, that's my man, that's my man, that's my man. But do I think they would have been sending some text messages? I do. I don't know why. I see it. I just see it. I can see it. Because when Shamar do clean up nice, and they all have their category of the reason why they fit into the Bussy Bunch. So let's not play like they all don't have something slightly in common. Everybody keep it respectful in the comments. Woo! Welcome to the chat. Please smash the like button on your way in. Yeah, we just getting to 50 likes. I'm gonna have to slow down on the tea because I'm giving them too much. What does she need to beef with them for? She just giving us updates. You need to, girl. What they say, I want to know. I ain't beefing with nobody, girl. I'm just commentating and telling the truth. They just don't like to hear the truth. But you know what? We all in. We even. Tommy's made videos about me. Albo has made multiple videos about me. So I don't comment on people's physical appearance. I don't call people out of their names. I don't comment on their mental capacity. So I'm sure you probably don't know what those things mean if you in here. But if my channel is anywhere close to being anything their channel is, then you could never be over here talking to me about what goes on my channel, because I would never disrespect anyone in the forms that they do. They're just the basis on actions, and we commenting on their actions. The fact that you attach to the name because you're a super fan who rather be untruthful and kiss SSA, that's on you. I was so over him and that popsicle last night when he can just fit the wrap out. Yo, that was the only part that blew me. I didn't care if he ate 12, 13, 14, or 15 of the drinks. The way he just and I get it. I'm sure he probably was gonna pick it up later. Okay. He admitted it. And that's why I said there's people being here crazy. Like, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. You're never going to, like, I can talk good about the fact that Tommy makes good content. He talks to his fans good. Tommy also admitted to saying that he said, I made up the rumor that my baby mama does rocks because I was mad at her. I'm not having no more conversation with y'all fans. Hush. Be quiet. If a person is making up that somebody does rugs just because they upset with them and they're the mother of their child, okay? Hush, stop. It's embarrassing at this point. They all do messed up things to one another. Just because you like one person, it does not make their actions not just as bad, because if that's happened on the other end to the opposite person, they would be feeling it. And it's not on him. It's on y'all messy supporters. It's not on Tommy. It's not on Alvo. It's on Shamar. It's on y'all. So I got my babies texting me. I didn't think Tommy can really handle Shamar. He just caught him off guard. I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. Shamar won't get out in them streets, though. That's for sure. He don't back down. He probably should sometimes. I don't know. That's for me. I definitely got to see that. Because Tommy is not only is he bigger than him in weight classification, but Shamar also has a physical disability. I ain't talking about his disability overall, but just his physical disability is also, throws off his balance and whatnot. Yeah, he admitted it. What y'all talking about? The fact that he's about the baby mama? And like I said, this is nothing bad on Tommy, but if you do stuff, why can't I show them that you said it? You said it. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up for you. You said it out your mouth. The fact that your supporters want to skip over it because they don't want to see any bad is you understandable, but I can care less who name is behind. I'm talking about the action. But hold on, I'm gonna show it to y'all, and then we're gonna get into Tommy's interview because I'm gonna show that right quick. And that's why I need to follow me on TikTok and different platforms, because I notice a lot of y'all don't be like, I seen somebody in the video say, "What Albo in jail for?" And I almost commented back like, I said it 13,000 times in the video, but I'm like, you know what? They can go back and watch it again, because it goes to show that people do not watch these videos, y'all. They just come up here to defend their favorite person without even listening to it. I have so many people delete their messages off my channel while I'm in the process of responding to it, because as they're typing, I'm sure they see in the video that they're incorrect and they feel silly, so then they go and take it down. But if you would have just watched it instead of jumping on for your super fan, then you wouldn't have had to do that and embarrass yourself. I wish I could make the message permanent. Don't delete it after you get clocked. Don't delete it after you get clocked, because I've never been clocked in my comments. Nobody has ever dropped me any proof or a timestamp or a link to negate anything I'm saying, because that's why I put in receipts when it comes to mine. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to the video, and then we're going to get into the thing. And like I said, it's not to prove it, but you just can't say that one person is wrong and the other is not, in my opinion. They're all wrong. Shamar's wrong, Tommy wrong, Albo wrong, their constituents and associates wrong. And if you think that it's only one, then that's on you. Okay, I'm going to show y'all that right quick. I'm surprised I didn't see that. You got to wake up and pay attention. All right, let me show you. And that's why y'all got to follow me on TikTok. I'm going to put links up at some point on my community wall for y'all.
Some people go through situations in life where they're not capable enough to be a parent. And at that time, she wasn't capable enough to be her parent. And I did say some shit about she was on drugs or whatever, because I was mad at her because she didn't want to be a parent. So therefore, when she got her stuff together, she's a parent now. As mama, I was disappointed. I was just mad at her. So I made up shit. She was mad, but she don't do drugs. Jamal Mayfield, you claim that you really cared about her. You had her to come do an interview with you.
Okay. And like I said, even before I honestly heard this, I thought he was just saying it to defend her, which he could have well maybe saying it to defend her. But the fact that you're comfortable enough to say that shows that you do things like that all the time. And I hate that we even got to go back and forth with his supporters, because Tommy does not deny things like this. Tommy is up for it himself. And whatever assumptions you take from it is on you. But Tommy, are all of them dishonest? Yes. But I don't think Tommy is dishonest about who he is. He tells us every time why he's upset. Shamar didn't take him to the top. Shamar took his man that he was in love with, even though it was his fake man. He felt like Tommy tells us all of this. And if you was hearing this story, if you was watching the movie, you'd be like, oh my God, like you would not have the same perception if you were not personally connected to these people. And I think that's why a lot of people is upset, because I'm not personally connected. So I'm not like, oh my God, I should say 2 nice things about Shamar. Let me say 3 nice things about Tommy. No, if somebody is doing 8 things that I don't agree with, I'm not going to agree with all 8. I don't care if it's my mother. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Who like saying that? Shami says anything for shock value. I agree, which is okay. It's nothing but entertainment, but I think there's also a level of when you get called out on it, just admit it. Like, yeah, I was just trolling with y'all. I was just, I just playing with y'all. I just, do whatever. Okay, so we need to get into Miss Kayla Gibbs. So, as you know, Kayla Gibbs apparently is fake beefing with Tommy. I never believed they beef is fake from the beginning, because anybody who went to go link with Tommy, to me, after being friends with Shamar should never link back up again with. I almost think that Shamar should link back up with Tommy more than anybody who has wronged Shamar and then went to Tommy, because that's something that Tommy would never do. I don't think that if Tommy was friends with Shamar, he would instantly jump to the ops, because he has a strong personality and he kind of handles stuff on his own. Those folk who just jump back and forth, the clout chasers, y'all have already proven to be phony. You either pick a side. Tommy chose his side. He said he didn't like Shamar and he stuck to it. Even though he called him every now and then to try and get content and stuff like that, he never went and tried to be his friend. Kayla Gibbs talking about, I'm going to go get back around him so he cannot talk about Tommy. So Tommy, kind of momentum and content can go down. But you went to Tommy to go talk about Shamar. You also leaked Shamar's address. And then I would say that he would be absolutely out of his goddamn mind to link back up with Kayla Gibbs, but you already know what happened. He did. He linked back up with Kayla Gibbs. Smash the like button, y'all, right below the video. But he did. So he's back with Kayla Gibbs and Boski. And just like Larry, unfortunately, Shamar is a grown man and he can make all his own life decisions. But certain decisions that he makes are not good ones. And I think he knows they're not good ones. He just becomes stir crazy. He gets lonely and he realizes that a celebrity doesn't have many real friends. You don't have those friends who are gonna come over there, sleep with you, nap with you, chill with you, smoke with you, watch a movie with you, when they running around the city doing just as much stuff as you're doing. So he starts to get stir crazy and realize he does need folk, even though he says he doesn't, and he starts to invite the wrong people back into his life, like Kayla Gibbs. And I can agree with that on Tommy. Tommy clocked it. He even said the only reason Kayla Gibbs is getting back around you is to push her own client. Shamar and her client and her were on live the other day. And as far as her client being a PDF file, I don't know what's up with Kay just ignoring all these all these rumors about people. But what she needs to understand is, let's say she actually does make a star, which is probably, I ain't gonna say not gonna happen, but let's say she does make a star. Even if they blow up tomorrow, do you realize their whole past and background is going to come out, and everything that you probably worked hard for is probably going to be completely gone? So you're probably better off doing your research on the person before you invest to him. But do I think Kayla Gibbs not know his background? Yes, I think she do. Now, do I think that they're actually legally on paperwork? I don't know. So I can't just call somebody a PDF file because Tommy said it. But he did clock the fact that Kay just wants to get back around Shamar to boost whatever she has going on. Because I understand the Bussy Bunch, Ivo, Shamar, Tommy. I understand all them doing their thing because they in cahoots, they friends. But the way Kay held herself to a higher standard as a manager and then got on this internet and started arguing back with the Bussy Bunch, she joined right in the low vibration. The same thing she said about them was clearly true about her. Shamar said she was unprofessional. Shamar said she was a scammer. And since then, all of those things have actually come out, allegedly. So I just wouldn't have lowered myself. I mean, imagine Shamar's manager hopping on the phone. I mean, hopping on live with us, going at it back and forth with the Bussy Bunch. His current manager, Alex Alejandro. Come on, how crazy would he look? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you demean yourself to that category? You should always stay above. Now you're on their level. Can you guys help? Yeah, hey y'all, I'm gonna need that super chat. I'm gonna need that super chat because they don't want to delete it live. They don't want to delete it live. You know how it be. It don't matter. When you start clocking the truth too much on their fave, you know how they do. But smash the like button right below the video. I'm gonna do a should I do a poll? You have morals. I'll say it. She giving out them Uncle Luke contracts. I believe she wrote the short bus. I'm convinced of it. Yeah, look, I don't do the mental capacity, but I don't think none of these people should be calling nobody slow. And again, that's why I say is people think that I don't like Tommy, but I do. He's the only one who's actually honest about his stuff. Like Tommy is the only one who probably has called himself slow 72,000 times. And I don't comment on nobody's mental capacity, but when you commenting on somebody else's, please don't skip over yourself. And the fact that, and I don't care what nobody say, I would be embarrassed to have to ride the back of this disabled man just to make my content. I would at least try not to. We push positivity and negativity. Now, if you got to do it with positivity, people have fan pages, paparazzis, news reporters, all that. The news reporters aren't personally involved to the people that they're reporting on. Paparazzi don't care. The ladies who stand outside with the cameras with Cardi B not go home thinking at night, oh my God, let me get Cardi B kicked out of her house. No, I'm going trying to get the scoop. I'm trying to get the pictures. I'm trying to get the clicks. I'm trying to show the people what the quote unquote celebrity is not showing the people. JP. Beyonce. Beyonce. Y'all already know what to do, y'all. I know y'all being stingy tonight, but it's okay because I came here to speak to my bedtime bandits. But make sure you turn up that super chat, especially if you're not dropping one, because I know your thumbs work. So at least you can do is show appreciation to the people who are supporting the super chat. I do not get paid for lives at all. Maybe a couple of little coins, little $14, $20. It ain't ish. Okay, so my bedtime bandits are really the one who support the live. So if you can't do it, that's perfectly fine. Just engage, smash the like button, and hit the like button on the super chat go. They don't want the tea, girl. They don't want. It's okay. That's why I'm here to speak to my bedtime bandits anyway, because I know ain't nobody. They just gonna have to watch it in my posted video where I get paid for, because it's deleted live. I know. I haven't seen the deleted live that I have with Shamar speaking on the interview yet. Kay really finds entertainment out of beefing with them. LL, she want to manage, but she wouldn't manage. But she definitely most like the spotlight, and beefing with them gives her that. It's like, and I think she does good at it. I think she does good with the reads and going back and forth and kicking. I could care less all about the she in gay man's drama. That's just them trying to make an excuse to not have an additional person to have to go head to head with, and only go head to head with Shamar because he's food and he's easy, and they can lay down at night and make their money easy and don't have to worry about somebody doing the same things to them that they do. If Kayla get in the bunch, then she's going to retaliate like we see she do. If you get her kicked out, she's probably going to try to get you kicked out. Like it's going to be a back and forth where Shamar doesn't have, all of that to be able to do all that. So I just think people try to keep the Bussy bunch small because they only want Shamar to be able to argue with. Now, I don't feel like she was a good manager. We haven't seen anything arise from her, but Shamar, I think she was a good, like I said, Bussy bunch character, a good friend to Shamar. She helped him get a place, she helped him get his contacts up and get in and get booked, you know what I mean? But as far as being able to take him to the top as a manager, no, you can't even hold a professional Kayla Gibbs curses more in her videos than Tommy. And Tommy has cats off to Tommy. He hasn't been cussing in his videos. I can see that them yellow dollar signs was getting to him. But Kayla Gibbs literally cusses every 0.2 seconds, even if she's having a regular conversation. So what makes you think you was going to ever be in any professional room when you can't even hold a regular sentence, honey? And every time you walk around, you got a kid attached to you, for Christ's sake. So I'm sure it's hard for you to get your career off the ground in that way as well. And y'all, I know I'm taking my time on the interview because I got it. Oh yeah. Y'all better hit that like button because I forgot Mr. Honey Supreme DM me. And the thing is, y'all know who I am. See, I let my folks do the talking. I forgot Mr. Honey Supreme DM me, boy. He is making his rounds. He gonna make sure he get his content. And I'm all with inviting other people, constituents, and associates into the Bussy bunch. But that's what they don't want because they don't want it to be a fair, even trade. And thank y'all for turning up that super chat. JP, I love you so much. Hand heart. Please help me hit my super chat goal. We got 7 more super chats to get. K really finds entertainment. Oh, sorry. I already read that. I saw some vibe where she was riding around with her kid trying to fight. No, for real, I saw her fighting, but I didn't know if her kids was out there. And even if they was out there, I'm telling you, I used to be that kid in the hood. It's traumatizing, man. They kids was out there. She gonna see that every time she go to sleep. Because when you see somebody putting their hands on your mama, you don't know. You're not a fight gauger. You don't know how your mother's doing, if she winning, if she losing. All you doing is screaming to the top of your lungs, my mama, my mama, my mama. You know what I'm saying? You clowning, sis. Come on with it. Okay. So let's get into the interview. Y'all seen the interview. Tommy did do his thing. The thing is, too, I really wanted to. So what we're going to do is I really wanted to break it down and bust it down so we can hit on the important parts. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to do a 1 part 2 reaction to it. We're going to do this first part because obviously, Tommy's on live. It would be obviously too long. If we tried to did it in one, but there's some very important parts when it comes to Mr. Honey Supreme and Tommy's interview. And again, shout out to Tommy because ain't nobody stepping outside the content and taking the risk. I mean, you know what? And I can even compare that to myself. I'm too scared to reach out to the Bussy bunch in any way, shape, or form to do any type of work on any type of content outside of just analyzing the content and reposting the tea that they put together and putting it together as one storyline because they don't have good backgrounds, morals, or loyalties. So why would I want to link up with somebody who, if I upset them, is going to want to end my life? I'm not going to want to end your life if you upset me. I'm just going to want to go away. You know what I mean? So anybody who jumps out there into that boat and mess with them folks is on them. But my girl actually, I watched it. We did it like it was like a TV show that we need to catch up on. My girl watched it, I watched it, and then we talked about it. And that was just, so Tommy, he had the households popping. He spits hot fire. It's traumatic. All right, let's get into it. And even though I have my thoughts, I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna react. Did I miss something now? Oh, y'all, can y'all hear the interview? Girl, I got the wrong screen on. Y'all didn't let me know. That's why y'all got to be live in them comments like BedTime. What you talking about, girl? I'm just making sure.
We love me. No. So, Twitter, I'm just a.
Your mama, so they made you a private dancer.
Yeah, I've been dancing all my life. Like, I grew up. I don't know if you know, it's this thing called the Bud Benka Parade in Chicago.
Start saying it because you looked up to her. So
Why you keep on? Hold on.
I'm trying to say that Baba was selling SSA all quick. We're gonna get into the Shamar and Albo Larry T, and then the little funny parts and the kikis and whatnot. I'll break down, bust down, and pass to y'all. But Mr. Honey Supreme was in my DMs, and it went down like a dog pound on the time of the interview.
Okay. So let's get into some real. Let's get into. Hold on, okay.
I like that wig, baby. It's giving cherry cola.
Yeah, and yours giving me honey bun, so I'm just chill out. But look, for real though. Y'all, for real though, y'all support. Run them lights up.
And I want to say one thing too. Tommy's community was not very receptive to this guy. I'm gonna say that, which we have seen on interviews multiple times. I do think Tommy should work on building a more positive community so that they understand the value of entertainment. It's not whether you like or like somebody. It's that we're coming up here, putting up the work for you and the entertainment. So like it. But the fact that he pushes, hey, who I don't like, y'all don't like. Anytime anybody goes back at Tommy, they don't want to support them, but they don't have to kiss Tommy's SSA to do an interview with him. It's like they don't know what an interview is. If that's the case, it's not an interview, it's a conversation. And if somebody doesn't kiss Tommy's SSA, they're not going to get any support from the supporters, no matter how good of an interview they're giving, which is not fair. Thank goodness that Tommy knows the value of entertainment, even though he doesn't necessarily press it on his support system. So he made sure Honey Maid was taken care of, and he was taken care of in a big way. And no, I don't mean that way because there's no bottoms up tonight, but I'm gonna get into that because he did DM me. But like I said, shout out to Tommy for making sure he was compensated, but he really has to get a little bit more of a positive support system over there because they be eating folks up for absolute no reason. If Tommy says something bad about somebody, the person is allowed to read Tommy just like Tommy said something to them. I don't know why they think Tommy is all perfect.
So y'all know I'm not asking for no money, but let's show up. Let's show him some love. Hey, little girl.
Shady little boy, baby. Being ATL.
Sorry, y'all. I don't want to skip past no parts, but I also don't want to go over the fluffer. We want to get right into it. We want to get right into it and see what's Mr. Honeyman.
In Chicago. He you should come down here. So I'm like, hey, I'm big in Chicago. So basically, I did a full working video to.
Let's wait.
I'm drinking me cut water too.
And again, I do have Shamar's deleted response to this when he went online and crashed out. We either gonna get it tonight if we get to 100 likes. If not, it'll be in my posted video tomorrow.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! All right, we're gonna get ready to start, man.
I don't want to skip too much, y'all.
That shit just.
That name is hilarious, Mr. Honey Maid Supreme. That's why I kept saying it. I said, the Brandon went right out the window for me. As soon as I see Mr. Honey Maid Supreme, I said, Mr. Honey Maid Supreme. Oh, goodness. Mr. Honey Supreme. I've been saying that forever. I already done niched it. I'm hearing that I'm all for Mr. Honey Supreme coming in. Me too, yo. Me too. And it's funny because somebody had commented do you have better content than Honey Supreme? But my videos have actually been up. It's not just him. Obviously, Tommy's waking it up, and the whole Bussy Bunch as a whole is making everything viral right now. And then y'all got on him in my comments, and it was like I said, speak for yourself. Everybody was like, look, we like him. We're not personally involved. You may be, but we're not. We just here for the content. We just want to see somebody come in and do something original and interesting. Baby, I was on the floor. It was his dance. What was his dance name? Is that his dancing name? I think so, because it's the same thing on his Twitter. He says he's an exotic dancer. And he obviously does that Chicago footwork dancing. He does, who that on the pole? Who that on the pole? He rap. Apparently, he got a song out there, and he's eccentric. I saw him at a concert, and it was type of music that you wouldn't think he would listen to. Let's say that. Well, I ain't gonna say you wouldn't think, because that's being judgmental, but you know what I mean. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, because Tommy's goal of the interview is to have people talk bad about Shamar. That was the same thing about Avery, and he usually wins the battle. When Avery came in, there's nothing wrong with watching Shamar. Shamar doesn't stink. It's fine. I like Shamar. By the end of the interview, he went from I like Shamar to you right, his crooked body. Well, he do stink a little bit. You right, I don't like him. As soon as he said he didn't like Shamar, that's when all his money started coming in. So everybody keeps saying, oh, Avery got to 1,200. The supporters, yeah, they did their thing, because Avery was kissing Tommy's SSA. He was flirting with Tommy. He was talking bad about Shamar. He was going in. He was lying, because we caught him in 72,000 lies when it came to the interview. So of course he gonna get the money when he's acting like, when he's complying with the person who's the host, who they support in the first place. That's just common sense. But Honey Supreme wasn't kissing no SSA, and I like that Tommy didn't try and force him to, even though the supporters did, but Tommy didn't.
And it was like it was just like a casual conversation.
So did you really love Shamar, or you just did it for clout?
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Be honest. Be honest. I want you to be very transparent and be honest, because let me let you know something before you say what you're gonna say. Mm-hmm. I know the real. I know the truth. So I want you to be very honest when I ask you that question, because I don't want you to get on here and be like, whatever you're finna say. I don't want you to get on here and be lying, because I know the truth.
Yeah.
So did you really?
YT. Am I saying it right, Boo? Cali 510 put CALIH 510. Y'all love your live. She just blessed your girl on the super chat and tax-free, dropping some coin on your girl. And I know I do not get paid for lives. I just come up here to yap and speak to my bedtime bandits. I be giving y'all all the tea, and I even got deleted lives. Did I get in trouble, y'all? I think I'm in trouble, y'all. Hold on, y'all. The tea has come rolling in. Y'all better smash that like button. I don't know if I'm in trouble, y'all. Mr. Honey Maid Supreme just tagged me. I don't know what I did. Honey Supreme, what I did. We trying to be back to the interview. Hold on, y'all. I had to take off my screen. Let me go see what I did, y'all. Hopefully it's good. I was gonna go to his page anyway. But hopefully I ain't in trouble. Hopefully let's see.
Found that nigga Larry on this internet talking shit about Shamar.
We're gonna go back to
this club chaser ass bitch Lashun. I don't even know you, bitch. You didn't even have nothing to do with it, whore. What fuck is you talking about, little bitch?
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna put pauses in between the cursing. But not me being tagged. Hey, Miss Sunday.
Give me a sissy. Like, you really give me, like, digging your ass.
Whoop.
With a dildo.
Whoop. Listen, Honey Supreme, how you gonna tag me in this? If you watch my channel, then you know it's clean over here, sir.
Every night, huh? Then you want to come over here and talk to me, a real nigga bitch?
But I feel you on Lashun. Go ahead and clock it. Whoop. Speaking of meat and potatoes, I just finished baking boneless chicken breast and roasted potatoes, carrots off. Oh, you is not off the topic. What you're doing is trying to make everybody hungry, and that's what you did, because of caramelized carrots. Oh, some potatoes seasoned properly. Girl, my palate is off the hinges. Yeah, I know, Starla. He sent me. We're gonna finish listening to that, and then we're gonna get into that.
You with them lights. Hey, let me tell you something, ho.
You creep.
I'm not the one. I'm not the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, bitch. I'm the 0. I'm gonna always come before you, bitch. Like, come on now. You getting mad because you fumbled Shamar. That's your fault, Lashun, whoever you is. But stop speaking on me. Like, you're speaking on me like you know me, bitch. Like,
What Lashun say about him? Ooh, we gotta get into the tea. Lashun just want to be in the tea so bad. He is the next Kayla Gibbs to me. He's trying his hardest to get in the Bussy Bunch. At least Kay is actually in the tea because she be going back and forth with them. Shamar pays, Lashun dust. He doesn't even speak on Lashun. Like, I forgot that Shamar and Lashun be beefing until Lashun hop on the internet and talk about Shamar.
Ever said hello, like we ever said what up, bitch, you don't know me. Like, are you crazy? Delusional. You bitches are delusional, and that's what it really is. Like, bitch, if you don't go sit your delusional ass down.
Okay, I didn't get in trouble, y'all. Hold on. Now let's start from the beginning. Okay. Mr. He is a Mr. Honey May, you told me how you gonna tell me to post the stuff and you ain't even leave it on your story. So as y'all know, Tommy had an interview with Mr. Honey May, and I do want to react to the interview and hit on certain points of the interview, but the interview is so long, I really don't want to make y'all sit here and bust it down. So we're going to give our quick synopsis or our opinions on the video, and then we're going to break it down and bust it down and give the receipts and the proof to what we're talking about in the posted video. But Mr. Honey May Supreme did an interview with, we're going to get into the rest of his stuff as y'all know, but he did an interview with Tommy, which, like I said, was a great interview. Tommy really went outside his box of trying to get content. But again, Tommy's supporters do not support who don't support him, basically. So he was reading Tommy just as much as Tommy was beating him down, more so even. And I think it upset his supporters. His supporters were flooding the chat with, we're not giving him nothing. We're not giving him nothing. And I don't know when they be on those double live streams if the other person can see the chat, because if they could see the chat, then they probably would be like, what the heck? I mean, I'm sure he already knows that they be trolling, you know, but to say that you're not going to support him when you're giving him content is completely crazy. So clearly Janet heard that happened. Tommy did say that he was going to bless Mr. Honey Supreme, because when Mr. Honey Supreme got off live, he said that when Mr. Honey Supreme got off live, he said that he didn't get any money from the supporters, which we could already see happening, because the supporters were saying all day that they weren't about to give him nothing and anything because he was rude. He wasn't rude. He was reading Tommy the same way Tommy was reading him, but y'all know only Tommy is allowed to be rude. Nobody else. But Tommy did say he was going to send him something on the back end, and it looks like Janet took care of that. Now, Mr. Honey May Supreme did DM me, and it's so funny because even when he posted that the person took care of him, I was going to post it anyway because that person has blessed me as well as Tommy, and you know, she blesses people in the Bussy Bunch a lot. Now, she ain't never blessed me like that, you know what I'm saying? She ain't never blessed me like that, but I was going to highlight it anyway because, you know, y'all know me, I love pushing the positive content just as much as I love clocking the toxicity and negativity. I'm not just going to focus on one thing. So when I seen that, I definitely wanted to share it with y'all. So, and before I could even do so, Mr. Honey Made Supreme asked me to share it with y'all, which I already told y'all he seems like a pretty chivalrous guy outside of all the other stuff he got going on, because he wanted to make sure that his thank you got out to her. So hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. And he took it off his story. He gonna tell me to make sure his thank you gets to her, even though I'm sure she sees it. But hold on, y'all. So that's the first part that I'm gonna show y'all. Thank you, McKinley, supporting your hard work, twin. Thank you, Gary. Because I can't see what's going on in chat. Y'all holding me down because I'm really just rambling today and I'm trying to get the tea out, and I really wasn't organized. So, and like I said, somebody who goes out of their way to give somebody a thank you, when you seek somebody out to send off a thank you for you, that shows something in you. So hopefully we're getting somebody a little bit more moral who's going to start coming around with the tea. But look at that. God diggity dang. Where mine at, Janet? Where mine at? I be writing Peter to pay Paul. I want to be up. I want to be up. And, you know, the bills is getting paid for and whatnot. But, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with a little, you know, a little fun money, a little, you know, little girl birthday coming up money and on his September 28th or nothing. But she blessed that man. Look at it. And it says, thanks. I hope they don't say thanks, my boy, whoever this is, because Janet is clearly a woman's name, but I guess it could be anybody. Whoever this is, I'm utterly grateful. God is good. Janet, if you're seeing this, thank you so much. And that is crazy work. $1,000 freaking. And he I deserved it because, like I said, that chat did him wrong. Entertainment is what you're getting. You're not getting an ASSA kisser. That's not what the goal is here. Like, and that's why, as much as I appreciate Alvo's supporters and Tommy supporters, I support the Bussy Bunch, but they're very one-sided supporters. We support them all, and they only support him. That doesn't make sense. But again, Tommy pushes his community to do stuff like that when he gets upset with certain people. Yes, he gives us those flowers and shouts us out when he's feeling nice, but when he gets upset with certain people, he doesn't allow his supporters to support other people. People can't even comment on other people's lives because he's going to see them, or his supporters are going to see them and then start calling them the ops. They're not the ops just from watching somebody else's entertainment. But either way, forget the what didn't happen, because this is what did happen. Okay? Go, Janet. I know, right? Where Janet at? Be in my chat, please. Please. A blessing, an angel. And I can say that I think Janet is majority a Tommy supporter, but that's how you can tell she has a logical brain and mindset, and she's a grown woman. Just because he was reading Tommy doesn't mean they didn't give a great interview. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, she's a real one for that. And there you go, Mr. Honey Supreme. There you go. But I was feeling you, Mr. Honey Supreme, but then you lost me. Okay. You lost me, you had me, and then you lost me in the interview. Okay. Understand me. So as per usual, and again, this is not bad on Tommy. This is just how the interviews usually go. If Tommy insults Shamar, he expects people to agree with their insult. Like, just like with Avery. If he says Avery stinks, and Avery be like, he don't stink. He like, you sure? Did you get close enough? Did you get in his ears? If I just say he didn't stink, it's like he pushes until the person agrees with him. Now, I got to give it to Mr. Honeymaid. I did not want to miss this live, even though I did miss the live, but I didn't want to miss it just because I knew. I don't know Mr. Honeymaid, but I could see his personality being a strong personality, and we already know Tommy has a strong personality. So I honestly thought he was in Atlanta at the time. So I'm like, if they're actually linking up in person, which I should have known wasn't going to happen, because y'all know Tommy don't really do that, which again, I agree, because it's for his safety. But I'm like, Mr. Honeymaid is a little bit off it, bro. He throwed off. So if Tommy come at him the wrong way, it's going to go down like a dog pound. And I didn't want anything to go wrong. And then Tommy put the video on members only or delete the video. I mean, I buy a membership if I have to, but put the video on members only or delete it or cut something out because something went wrong. I was very excited for the interview, and like I said, shout out to Tommy for getting that done. Now, Mr. Honey Supreme wants Shamar back, y'all. He wants Shamar back. He was holding it down for his man. Anytime that Tommy said anything rude out of his mouth about Shamar, it's nasty. Anything Tommy said something rude out of his mouth about Shamar, he did not let it slip past. He ain't do no key in the beginning. He did like a little smirk, but then he tried to like clear up his face. Like he ain't do no keys, no nothing. And do I think he a clout chaser? Absolutely. But I feel like they said, majority of people who come in Shamar's life is going to be clout chasers. Tommy is clout chasing off him right now. They're all clout chasers. I'm clout chasing off him right now. In some capacity, we're all clout chasers. So we're going to have to throw that part out the window. Now that we got all the clout chasers out the window, what is left over after that? What type of person are they after that? Are they a protector after that? Are they going to let people work Shamar over after that? If they're going to bust him down and bend him over like he wanted to be bent over after that? Those are the questions. It's not about what we want for somebody. It's about what that they need for themselves. So somebody strong-minded is definitely somebody I think that is needed, but strong-minded on the end that you also too don't buckle easy. Now that is my problem. The interview. I think that if Mr. Honey Supreme really was there for Shamar and not necessarily just for the clout, I'm not going to say he wouldn't have took the interview because he has to get his coin and he has to make his money. But I think that he would have been a little bit more serious about his approach when he first hopped on the phone with Tommy. But I don't know at that point if he had already went and watched videos and blogs, because it seemed like he didn't even figure out the blog that we already knew he was coming out from ATL. He quit his job and he was on probation a week before he knew that we knew that he was doing it, because you know how we be, boy. You only got to post it for 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But I do think the interview was good. It was a very good interview. We weren't trying to figure out like a robbery or anything. The main thing of it was, is he clout chasing off Shamar? We already kind of know that said to be true. but he claims that he really likes Shamar. I genuinely believe, like I said, that he would date Shamar even if Shamar wasn't famous. Like I said, maybe not my main chick, but he'd definitely be one of the chicks. And that's just my opinion. But let's go see what else he's talking about, and then we're gonna get back into the interview. I know I already woke it up that he was with Chef D. Everybody say him and Chef D messing around since I, clocked that. See, I didn't say they was messing around, but I did clock that they was together. I had to go do a little investigating. Yeah, I talk a lot of. We already seen your house, Mr. Honeyman. He's like, oh. Yeah. What's that, y'all? 21 sound bar with, he about to be who that on the pole. Let's shoot that on. He got a sound bar and a bass. Oh yeah, my girl got that sound bar and a bass. And he over there, Janet. Look at what you got him. And see, he actually doing stuff. He ain't wasting no time going to go make some content, letting people know what he got with the money, showing appreciation. I'm down with it. And I know a lot of people in the Bush don't want no more add-ins, but I'm all ready for some more personalities. I feel he would date Shamar too. Yeah, I think so. We know Shamar loves to keep a man, girl. He ain't playing around. Like, I don't understand why it's such a problem. Like, I don't understand. Like, even Albo. Like, I don't understand. These men be messing up their own bag. Is what they be doing. Because you already in the spotlight. Go ahead and eat on the side. Like, they be too busy worried about the internet liking them, and then they end up taking it out on Shamar, and then Shamar end up complying to the internet, and Shamar is always going to have the internet on his side, so he's always going to use them against you as well. Yeah, Keisha the speaker, you missed all of it. We didn't really get into our opinion about the interview yet because the interview is so long, so we can go over the interview in the different parts. But Mr. Huddy Supreme did tag me on Instagram, so we came over here to see what was going on, and he was going in on Lashun. Apparently Lashun said something about him. Don't worry, Mr. Honey Supreme Chicago. We're gonna go break it down and bust it down. But we're going to just understand we is going to clock you too, boo. Ain't no friends over here. That's why I keep it very platonic when it comes to the Bussy Bunch. Look, he got me saying platonic because he said it in the video. He was over there schooling people. Okay. Right, let's see.
What's good, man? I just want to say thank you to the lady who sent me the $1,000. Thank you to the person that sent me the $3. Thank you to people that wanted to send but couldn't send. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I basically bought.
You know what? Thank you to the ones who sent but couldn't send. I appreciate that. It's like y'all in the chat. As long as y'all smashing that like button, I appreciate it. Hold on. She is, though. Hold on. I thought Janet was the one who used to send his send his money to Supreme. Tommy don't have that cash out. No, Tommy ain't giving that man no $1,000. Tommy ain't giving that man no $1,000. I don't believe it. Now, he could have. He could have, but I strongly doubt it. And Janet does bless all of us in the Bussy Bunch a lot. She drops like $100 on everybody. But you could be absolutely right, but I strongly doubt it. And Tommy, we all know that Tommy is a glory here. He's going to get his glory. If he sent that man $1,000, he would have made sure he was loud and proud about it. You seen he jumped off the interview with Tommy because Shamar called him. I told you I got the deleted live with Shamar cried and going back and forth with Mr. Honeymaker. They was up there. I say Honey Supreme. Usually they act like cloud chasing is a bad thing. Let's normalize not calling people what we are. The word cloud chasers needs to be abolished in this group. Exactly. I'm like, I don't understand what y'all mean. Like, don't get me wrong. I still do think the word cloud chaser means something because you have to have, like, that's what I'm saying. It has to be some morals behind it. Like, again, I had so many opportunities to get close to Shamar. Obviously, being in this tea, Shamar has hopped in my chat before I ever responded to him. Shamar has DM'd me before I ever responded to him. I didn't try to become friends with Shamar knowing that if I could get Shamar on the phone or have conversation with him or link up with him, that it was going to make my channel go up. I knew that. My numbers would be 10 times the amount. But I don't want numbers based off of any of them. I want it based off my personality and my perception, because as soon as I get close with one of them, then I'm going to feel bad for saying my true opinion about them, even if it is true, if that makes any sense to you. So I could have made my channel jump by linking up with any one of these that support the shout outs that Albo and Tommy have given me. I didn't ask for, I didn't pay for no shout outs. I didn't go say anything. That's them doing it on their own. So to me, the difference is somebody actively clout chasing. I didn't go message them. They messaged me. A clout chaser always reaches out first. They're always going to reach out to the opportunity first. I think everybody wants clout, but everybody doesn't chase it. So maybe You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to figure out what's the wanters and the chasers are different. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we all want it, but we all wouldn't sell our soul for it, if that makes any sense. I'm not saying that just DMing a person is selling your soul, but I'm not going to kiss nobody and say, hey, can you talk to me? Hey, can you talk to me? I go in there, I say, congratulations. Anything I say to them, I try to say it in their live chat so that it's public, so that all of y'all can see what I'm saying to them. I don't want any back-end conversation. The only back-end conversations I have is with my bedtime bandits, and even then they're very on the surface. They don't get too personal or too deep because it's internet, folk. I don't know what this is, y'all. I'm being nosy now and talking to my bedtime bandits. Y'all smash the like button. We trying to hit that super chat goal. It's okay. They ain't gonna get that deleted live stream. They can just watch it in the video tomorrow that I get paid for. I have a man, but Shamar gets more than me. Yeah. I miss all the things. Yes. I'm fighting through. Oh, y'all sleepy? Yeah, it's a deleted live. It's okay. They probably not gonna get it tonight because they ain't smashing that like button. Excuse me, y'all. Hold up. They ain't smashing that like button and using that super chat. So we just gonna have an overall commentary, and then I'll break it down, bust it down, and put the receipts in tomorrow. So don't worry, you don't gotta burn your little eyes. And I've been up here for an hour and 30 minutes, so I'm not gonna be up here for that much longer. But he is professing his love to Shamar. Hold on, let me go read his DM to y'all right quick. Because he didn't only say thank you to the lady, Miss Janet. But yeah, I don't know. I think Tommy would rant and rave if he did, but I could be wrong. I think Tommy did bless him, but I don't think it was necessarily that. Okay, Mr. Honey Supreme. He said, hey, I like your videos. Can you, and I did message him first. I said, Shamar didn't say your name until yesterday. The trolls found you because he was upset with Shamar for saying his name. And I'm like, Shamar actually be lying well too, just like everybody else in the Bussy Bunch, because up until the time that Mr. Honey Supreme went on live with Kay and Tommy, we did not know his name was Brandon. Nobody knew his name. All we knew was Chicago Boo, Shot-Time Boo. Then we knew Honey Supreme because we went to his Instagram, but we did not know Brandon until after the whole blow up had already happened. And he was like, oh, you told him my name. He didn't. He said, I like your videos. Can you do another one helping thank the girl who gave me $1,000? That's crazy. You want me to make a whole video just to thank somebody for you because you know it's going to get out to them. That's tea for me. And saying Shamar and me is definitely not over because we not. Clock it. And obviously I'm putting that receipt in my video, but he said him and Shamar is not over. Tommy even asked, so you're gonna be with him and Larry? I mean, he's basically saying like, look, he's free right now. We're not exclusive. He can do what he gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna win the battle because I ain't worried about nobody but me. And I said, okay, I see you.
Me a new bedroom set.
Oh my goodness, content. Don't let me down, Mr. Honey Supreme, even though you kind of already did in that interview. Okay, don't get caught up in the sauce. Don't get caught up in the sauce now. Okay, but now he done bought a bedroom set. The Bussy Bunch better get to it quick. He coming in just doing the Yeah, don't worry about the deleted live, y'all. I'll put it in my video tomorrow. Everyone will chase it, and you gotta count the cost exactly, and then you gotta count. You got to count what you get from it. Like Alvo kept saying he didn't get, you got paid, you got clout, you got PR. We only know you because of Shamar. You were paid. And you have a whole career off of Shamar. You've been on the internet for 3 years and I never heard your name. 4 years, 5 years. I even knew who Tommy the Gossip was. You got your name off Shamar. People be just so greedy and thirsty. And then people wonder why people don't want to put you front for it. There are millionaires right now who could literally not post their significant other because they have a certain image to the public that can't be broken. Some people do. And then some people pop out with fake relationships. That's how they got to it. What's the hype feature? It's supposed to give me like some type of money bonus, y'all. I haven't seen a bonus come across yet, but I appreciate all my bedtime bandits who've been liking the hype feature. Make sure you hype and like the video. Good night, Kayla. Oh, you going to sleep or are you just mooning it? Oh, I was wondering where Honey Supreme name came from. I got it now. Don't think about it too deep. Sorry, Starlight, I missed it. I already read that. Snoop, it's all right. Everybody in the building, y'all getting sleepy. It's okay. We just chit chatting and patty whacking. We gonna bust down and break down all the tea tomorrow. So we just hanging out, chatting and seeing what Mr. Honey Supreme Content got going on. Because now it looks like he's purchased a bedroom set. He got a bass. He got a speaker. He said thank you to everybody
for a new mattress. Because I've been sleeping in my living room. I ain't been sleeping in my room because I didn't have the right bed that I wanted. So basically, yeah, I just bought that. So.
Don't be offended, Mr. Honey Supreme. If you ain't have a bed, you ain't have a bed. I ain't saying you didn't have a bed, but I'm just saying don't let the internet get you caught up in trying to make yourself look better than you are. I feel like they relate more with realness, 100% honesty. We do not want no another capper. That exactly, Boosie Hubbard. That 1,000 Hey, welcome in. Yeah, he's making it stretch, but that's what happens. The longer you sit on money, the longer it stretches. He's not playing around with that money. He was already out in the city. He's already linking up with other content creators. He is using that money. He straight know how to budget.
I got a sound bar, projector. So I just want to say thank you, like humbly. I don't know who this woman is that sent that $1,000 to me.
That's why I said Tommy couldn't have sent it because he would have known it came from Tommy. Now I do think Tommy blessed him, but Janet drops bags on all of our heads all the time. So shout out to Janet for real too, from all of us for real, because she about single-handedly supporting the business. And I had somebody else in my DMs today talking about, I'm rich, you can expose me. The girl who was online talking to Lashun. I said, well, girl, if you rich, what them super chats said. I'm making it, but shoot, far from rich.
Please, like, reach out to me so they're like, I can make sure that like I really tell you to your face, like thank you so much. Because at the end of the day, I deserve everything that the blessings that God is bringing in my life.
What did you say? Hold on. No, I want the tea. What did delete it? What did delete it live? Delete it live. I gotta bust it down and break it down. They ain't even get me to 100 likes. They ain't get me no super chats. Boy, I ain't even. Let me see if I got $1,000 CA. Let me see in the meantime, between time. Bray, I need to delete it live, but the die cat. They be just quick to sing, girl. Send the girls money, but not single mothers, child. We could use it, girl. I ain't a single mother, so I'm probably out of that category too. I mean, I think that honestly, if you were probably up on live with your content, telling your story, you never know what Janet might do. She probably would. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I feel like sometimes they don't bless people that they may think are in a certain position, like, you know, myself or other bloggers, when really just because we're not online every day whining and crying and telling all our worst, deepest, darkest secrets and nightmares doesn't mean we don't have all our problems going on too. Don't mean that we don't need a blessing on the other end, because you know you can have $1,000 sitting in your account. You need one thing fixed on your car. Now you get negative 3,000 in your account, and you working for that for the next 3 months when you was just up and you was just saving. So unless you do have a huge surplus of money, then all of us are really in the same category. You know what I mean? We all got just enough much left to do what we need to do. But I can't speak for Janet on that. I do think Janet would bless anybody that she could if they were actually making content. But as far as the other people, yes, they're just super fans and they really don't care how anybody's doing. They just want to make money profit. Tommy would have made that known. Exactly. You already know it, Boots. Everybody say we know Tommy. He would have, and I paid somebody $1,000. At least he said thank you. Yeah, he said thank you, and very humbly. He only reached out to me in my DMs to make sure that his thank you got out to the public, that he got his thank you to Janet, because he didn't know if Janet was watching his story. So he said, can you please make sure you make a video telling her thank you? And I'm like, well, you know, I guess since you know I post your content, why not? But to go out of your way to make sure, like, I'm not saying we obviously don't know the full extent of his personality. We only know a little bit, but I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as the chivalrous, being a man and being thankful, being humble. Because Avery was very humble too. And that's why I didn't think Avery stole the money, because Avery was so humble when he received that money on live, but he was still so phony. It's like, be yourself, dude. Don't let nobody change you just for some coin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot give you. I did not get paid for lives. I cannot give the post deleted live stream, but will give it in the video tomorrow. Because my real bedtime band is like McKinney and T Baby Sanders asking, I'll play a piece.
Good and bad. I accept it all. People talking, I accept that too.
My dad is always pouting. Okay. Be so damn thirsty.
Now he got Shamar and Tommy tagged. Okay. I ain't trying to get copyright.
I also want to say thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Shamar. You know, because at the end of the day, we want for like y'all, like motherfuckers want to be popping like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He showed his Instagram stories. That man had 300K engagements. 300K engagements in the last, I don't know, and he only has 3K followers. So this is probably why he's thankful, because Shamar and Tommy are clearly really turning him up.
You know what I'm saying? And Shamar, I really fuck with you.
She said, send it to me. They didn't support. You right. You right. You know what, McKinley? And if y'all want it, I'll send it to y'all in privacy, because I know y'all going to watch my video anyway and support it. You right. You right. You ain't getting them nothing. They don't want to send my super chats.
You already know what the fuck it is, baby. Stop around me. Like, you already know what the fuck it is, Shamar. Stop around me, son. You was wrong for going back to your ex anyway. But you in the doghouse right now.
Mr. Honey Supreme, if you're watching, can you not play music in the background? It's okay. We're going to teach you. I know you just started your YouTube channel. Don't worry. I'm going to head on over there. Don't you worry, good sir. But can you please make sure that you're not playing music in the background so we can post your love? Appreciate it in advance.
When I'm ready for you to come out the doghouse, I'll let you back in the main house. But anyway, yeah, so be waiting on new dances from me, new style, just like.
Dang, the music, Mr. Honey Supreme. I'm going to have to put that in the next video. Hey, he seems happy and grateful. Yep. Send it to me. It's finally somebody thanking Shamar. Exactly. Like, we is all part of this thing together. I promise y'all, go on y'all things right now and look who channel. It's me. It's Tommy. It's Albo. It's Shamar. And it's the bloggers. It's literally the same rotation of people. If we all don't support each other in this domino effect, one of us pieces going to end up falling off, or even all of us. Yes, obviously, there can be different pieces. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be DITV. It doesn't have to be Shake This Tea. But even if it's not us, it's going to be somebody else. It doesn't have to be Tommy and Albo and Shamar. It's going to be somebody else. So we have to keep our circle, together. Somebody think Brandon showed trust in the channel by reaching out. And you know what, McKinley? I think he showed trust in the channel by reaching out. I seen him post some other bloggers or reactors in some other aspects. I don't know if it was a good thing he was them or a bad thing, but I think that if he did watch my channel, then he probably knows I focus on positivity just as much as negativity. Whereas if he may have sent it to someone else, that content doesn't go viral for them, if that makes any sense. Some people only post the negative things and put their little jokes on and move on. It doesn't really come across to the public analyzed properly. So I think he knows that I have a mixed community of all supporters who are not only negative but positive as well. So he knew who to send it to, because anybody else would have just been like, okay, whatever, good for you. You know what I'm saying? In New York, okay, we're gonna see a content. Oh, look, yeah. Yeah, he's very thankful, boy. Look, 268. Look at that. 3K followers, 268.3K views in the last 30 days. Ain't it funny how life goes around? The same people you meet going up, you see them coming down. I'm always the first with the exclusive, and I mean that certainly humbly, and I don't mean it by posting a video. Somebody could post a video 5 days before me of the same video that I'm going to post 5 days later. The difference is I'm going to analyze it, I'm going to break it down, I'm going to listen to it, and then you get what I'm saying? We get the tea out of it. Like, hold on, he just said this yesterday, but now he's saying it this today. Let's put the receipt together. Oh, so they lying. I was the first one to clock Lashun keep asking Shamar his location. I had to take out all the background noise. I had to blow up the sound. I had to put it in the video and thing. Next thing I know, everybody was talking about it. Like I said, I don't clock the tea first. Tommy, Albo, Shamar, the associates, the constituents, they clock the tea. They're the tea givers. We just the analyzers and the receipt givers and breaking it down, because the Bussy Bunch robbery, we were really trying to figure out something. So I think that's when my supporters kind of realized what type of channel I was. We really try to figure it out together. Obviously, we cannot never know any of their lives, but if there's facts to find, we're going to find them. And if not, we're just going to be entertained. But I do think and that's why it's funny to me, because they all know. Albo has said it. Tommy has said it. Shamar has said it. They can say whatever they want to say. They all have watched my channel, and I'm nowhere near as one-sided as a lot of people on this internet is. No matter if they get upset with me, not get upset with me, they all have given me flowers. Shamar has been in my chat. They're all honestly pretty grateful on that end. I got to give it to him. I just think that when Tommy gets upset because he has a bigger platform, he has to prove to his supporters that he isn't scared. Whereas Shamar has never, I've said just about Shamar as him. Shamar came at me, but Shamar ain't never said, oh, called me out of my name, got upset, cursed me out, or none of the sort. Albo done got upset with me 72,000 times. He did call me an itch one time. It seemed like it slipped out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, they're all pretty grateful in their own aspects. I can give them that. I can't take that away from none of them. They're just not grateful to one another, but they is grateful to everybody else. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, look, it's bad, y'all. Congratulations, Mr. Honey Supreme. Even I spent $1,000, got a sound bar, bed. He said he putting that money to work. Oh, hold on. Did he talk in that video? I was too busy talking about it.
This is the bed design that I chose. With a pillow top. It's like a gray velvet kind of with the exaggerated headboard. Nice.
Okay, Mr. Fancy exaggerated headboard.
Bed. Yeah, so this is one of the things I purchased along with the sound bar. And a projector for my bedroom. So thank you. But this is the finished product. I'm painting my.
We used to have to tell Albo stuff like that. Like, Albo, those money that you gonna go spend and get the stuff for, show us. You around there drinking down Julio and sitting on camera. We want to see you go out and get some content. Now the folks done gave you some money.
Hey, shorty, y'all got this clown ass nigga Larry on this internet talking shit about.
Is that the one we already watched?
This clout chaser ass bitch Lashun. I don't even. Oh, yeah, hey, shorty, y'all got this clown ass nigga Larry on this internet talking shit about Shamar and talking shit about.
He was going in on Shamar, but don't do Larry like that. Larry done been through it all. Shamar be treating him like a bag of rubble. 4K followers. I need an interview too, child. Yeah, 4K followers. Yeah, Tommy turned it up. Well, it's really Tommy and Shamar, but yeah, Tommy and Shamar, they turned him up, boy. It's 300K things. Look, I'm talking about I'm not a clout chaser. I never personally reached out to him. Shoot, maybe I should have. I should have been a little bit more personal in the messages when they hit me up. People need to realize that if you clock the T, that it doesn't mean that you don't like them. Exactly. Like if my girl come in here and say, it's just like, hey, you left the stove on. You know what? I don't like you, so I didn't leave the stove on. You know what? I like you, so you right, girl. I did leave the stove on. Whether you right or wrong or true or false should not be based on whether you like a person. But the thing is, they tell you, they'll literally say, I don't like him, so I lied on him, and they supporters still be like, no, he's so real. He's so real. He never lies. Like if you doing that, then your opinion doesn't even mean anything to me because it's minuscule and it's clearly not at the development level that it should be at. And I'm not talking about disability wise, but esteem wise, maturity wise, because these aren't the oldest guys. I don't know about how old he is, but Tommy, Shamar, and Albo, I see as babies in my eyes. You know what I mean? So to stoop to their level to start going back and forth with them just means that you're probably on their level as well. Or if you're defending stuff they're doing, knowing right from wrong and wrong from right, and still defending them. You can still support them, but don't defend it when you know it's wrong. It makes you seem crazy.
Come on now, sweetie. Sign it up to get that ass beat. You hear me?
Oh,
I promise you.
No, thank you.
Like you can do it with the gloves. I'm still gonna beat your ass. But meanwhile, while you doing all that, shorty,
don't do that, Honey Supreme. Don't beat Larry up.
I'm making money over here off this shit. This shit, like, you hear me? Like, just got a new bed off this shit for the bedroom. Fat ass projector screen. That shit give me, yeah. Maximize.
And that's the supporters. They probably over there, Larry, talk about you. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all be messy, but y'all do be waking it up because Tommy can't do everything. He can't be the whole messy person passing around all the tea. He gotta have a life too and go be Ari every now and then, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and what have you and whatnot. Well, I forgot they was up there playing Smash or Pass too, y'all. Brit, all the bandits know you are blessed and given exclusive. You're humble, grateful, and only deal with facts. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't do little birdies, even from people I like. Like, I would love, that's why I said I originally came in because of Shamar and Albo, because I liked Albo and Shamar together because I'm a hopeless romantic and I do couples content on my own as well. I didn't not say nothing about Alvo. Alvo gave me praise one day because I posted his records when everybody was trying to say he was lying, and he wasn't lying. The next day he started lying, and I posted the truth about that, and then he was back upset with me again. So if I wanted to keep my camaraderie with him, I wouldn't have posted it because I knew he would have been upset with me. But that's not what matters. What matters is my bedtime bandits and giving my truth to my people. Nobody else means anything to me but y'all. Because the Bussy Bunch could fall off tomorrow. Wherever I go, I want y'all to be able to trust me on whether or not y'all know the people, and that I'm always going to give the facts, the receipts, and I'm never going to be too personally involved. And that's how you know it's only this category of people that it happens in. Because nobody else, no other creator does that. Even Miss Netta followed me on TikTok and has never even mentioned the fact that I made videos about her. And because I obviously am a little bit less connected to Miss Netta as far as having interactions like I have with the Bussy Bunch, I'm a little bit freer in the videos, a little bit funnier, you know, a little bit less balanced than I am when it comes to the Bussy Bunch, if that makes any sense. They not complaining. I make videos about Amoy all the time. They're not complaining. They're not having an issue. They're not getting upset that the comments is eating them up because they know it's 72,000 people that's talking about them, and they can't just center in on one. But bedtime is centered in on for a reason. I had people eat me up. So I'm like, I had this channel for going on 7 months now. And shout out to all the other people like DITV who've been banging it out, who shares content all around, watermark free. I appreciate people like that. Shout out to everybody who keeps me popping in the DMs and send me the tea as well. But I have definitely done my thing in this category. I have came out and I've gotten noticed, and I can give that appreciation to Shamar, Alvo, and Tommy, but they also gravitated towards me for some reason, whether it was good or bad. I just grabbed a snack. You had a revamp, Kayla? A bag of rubby. What happened? People need to... Thank you, McKinley. Right, Boosie. Wait for bedtime. My nerves bad. I can't watch none of them unless I watch through you. I'm sorry. Well, I'm old. Well, the thing is, I completely get that because that was my goal. Y'all don't understand. Like, it wasn't like I know y'all all support them, and that's my goal for y'all to support them. But Tommy is only one person. Shamar is only one person. Albo is one person. You are one person. You are busy. Nobody has time to go jump around to 72,000 different channels and then go through 2 to 3 hours of stuff waiting for them to talk about the subject that you've been waiting on. Okay? That's my job. That's what I'll do for you. I'll do that work for you. And I put everybody talking about the same subject in the same video so we can create a storyline so you can hear everybody's responses. Now, I know you've been creating a lot of little baby bedtimes, you know, with sound effects and memes and everything, but whatever. Let the baby bedtime bandits keep being created. We're just inspiring over here. Thank you so much, McKinley. But at the end of the day, it's okay to give ourselves some pats on the back as well every now and then, especially since everybody else be popping it. But they definitely have all shown me love, so... You have definitely done your big one. Yes, and like I said, it's halftime. I try not to pop it, but I feel like when you don't pop it, sometimes they forget it, and then they think you're a pushover, and that they can just, act like it's not happening when it is. Like I said. But I appreciate everybody from the Bussy Bunch. Shout out to Mr. Honey Supreme for tagging me and saying thank you to everybody, and even tagging me in some tea video. I guess he wanted to make sure it got out to the public. And that's another reason why Shamar hit me up. He just wanted to make sure some tea from Alvo had got out there into the public. But I am about to get off, y'all, because I'm almost been on for 2 hours. Tommy's interview was fantastic. Again, congratulations to him. But I do want to break it down and bust it down because Mr. Honey Maid was having us go through all, I said Honey Maid, Honey Supreme been having us go through all 72,000 emotions when it came to that live stream, as well as Tommy's, and he did get paid $1,000 for a supporter, and I'm sure he got some money from Tommy on the back end as well. Shamar and Larry broke up. Larry stole his chain, but it looks like Larry's doing okay. He was in there playing a video game. He was going in on Shamar. I'm going to try to put that in the video for y'all because the live was too long, but he was basically talking about how Shamar doesn't bathe and how he was there for 4 days and he bathed every day, and Shamar still didn't bathe. Lashun is always trying to bum rush his way into the Bussy Bunch, and Kayla Gibbs. Shamar, you should already know better with Kayla Gibbs. The one thing we're going to say is we're not going to keep playing these innocent games with Shamar. Shamar want to keep linking back up with people he know he shouldn't link back up with, that we ain't going to play this old disability. No. Shamar, you know, I get it that you're lonely, but when they F you over, Don't come to the internet telling us that they effed you over, because all we're going to say is we told you so. Even though I don't think Shamar gets that far, because once the internet starts to get in his head, he will make adjustments, but it shouldn't be based off the internet, Shamar. It should be based off you and what you know about a person. Stop going back around people who have done you dirty and then complaining about it. The same thing we say to people, y'all say Shamar's such a bad person. He doesn't want to help people come up. He's selfish. Then stop hanging around him. You can't say he's selfish and then go around him and then be like, oh my God, he's selfish. Oh, well, you knew he was selfish. And the same goes for you, Shamar. You know these folks are scammers. You know that they're only there to use you. At what Tommy says is true, then Boski is even a PDF file, so you don't even need to be associated with that, with all the other allegations that already have been out there about everybody, just about, it seems like. So just stay away from that. But I think I gave y'all the bust down the gist of it. Larry in the Chain. That's about it. My bad. McKinley and Keisha. It's like McKinley and T Baby. I got y'all. Shawanda, good night. Till next time. I appreciate you standing here the whole time and being a member. I love you down. Keisha the speaker. I love your comments, girl. I be reading them like a book. This the only chat I send it. Super chat. That's what I'm talking about. Well, go ahead. Drop it on, big dog. And like I said, I want y'all to support. I want y'all to support on. Did you see my shout out, Callie? Did you see it, boo? I don't know if you heard it while you was in here, but you know everybody who sends super chat CAs get a shout out on my video. This month is super chat shout out month. That's why I've been doing it, because it's my girl's birthday. So I want to make sure everybody who helped contribute to that, I'm giving shout outs to, because her birthday is at the end of the month. So I'm doing super chats only this month. But don't worry, if you're on your post notifications, y'all know how your girl is. I'm going to get caught up and get organized even after I have to start doing some group ones to get caught up. But I did get you, Callie. Thank you so much for blessing your girl on the seat, the Cash App in, and that's appreciated because it's tax free. But I am going to get up out of here. Y'all always reel me right in. I always talking about what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. And I still be up here for 2 hours just because y'all keep me going. Kayla, McKinley, his angel, her mom, T Baby Sanders, Callie, Snoop, Doggy Dog as always. Boosie. I can't believe you made it to a live stream, Boosie. Let me go see my super chat. JP Ski. Everybody else who left me a super chat, everybody who supported the live, Shawanda, SRA, anybody who supported, even if it's just by engagement or watching on the back end. I didn't do a poll, so I couldn't get my Bush babies to come out. But I know y'all in here supporting, even if y'all not allowed to, and I get it. Y'all don't want to be scrutinized on the other side, so I completely get it and appreciate it. Just make sure you smash the like button right below the video, and I'll have them receipts and tea for y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace. I had hit the end button yet.